Good Wednesday evening, everyone. Welcome to GardenStateWeather.com, Twitter, Facebook, and YouTube, New Jersey and the Northern Mid-Atlantic region's weather news portal, and the national scene as well. This is the evening video forecast discussion for this Wednesday, the 16th, the halfway mark now in the month of June 2021. What a gorgeous day, too, in New Jersey. Starting off with New Brunswick here at the Rutgers University Meteorology Program at 74 degrees. The wind is out of the northwest at 7, breezy up to 10 miles an hour. This hour. Other warm spots here, Harvey Cedars, LBI, 78, 77 here at West Creek and Lower Alloways Creek and Greenwich, New Jersey. Oswego Lake at 76. Cool spots, High Point State Monument, 62, 64 at Blue Mountain Lakes, Vernon Township, 64, High Point, 65, and Wantage, 65. Gorgeous today. Absolutely gorgeous. Almost a very early September day in the sky cover and everything else, just bright blue skies, just a few cumulus clouds, and a nice breeze this afternoon downsloping, and that made today's temperatures, right now they're in the 60s to low and mid 70s across the region, just gorgeous. Maximum temperatures today on that northwest flow, well, they got into the mid and upper 70s, even to the coast here, a few 80s too. Down in southern and central Ocean County here, 81 at Harvey Cedars for a high this afternoon, West Creek at 82. Let's see, Cape May Courthouse, 80, and 76 at West Cape May. Just absolutely gorgeous today. Minimum temperatures this morning, they bottomed out into the upper 40s here in Walpack and also at Sandyston. I believe that's Walpack, and Sandyston is here. And other temperatures are generally in the 50s to around 60 degrees. Wasn't really anything to look at on visible satellite this hour. Just a few cumulus clouds here across the region. Wanted to go back here and see something. We have much of a heat index today either, to tell you the truth. Just a few spots here. Reaching over 80 degrees in central and southern New Jersey this hour with the heat. That's all diminishing as the sun will be setting in another hour or so. Let's take a look at the visible satellite from today over the New Jersey area. Wasn't much to tell, actually. It was just absolutely gorgeous. We back this up and started out. A few cumulus clouds this morning coming in through central and southern New Jersey, dotting the skies and across northwestern New Jersey too. But most of this area was absolutely just gorgeous today, and you couldn't ask for a better weather day, even at the beach. Even at the beach. Low-level water vapor channel is going to show lots of dry, sinking air here in the atmosphere. Yes, indeed. And there's nothing to look at on radar. We'll take a look at that anyway. There's really nothing going on here with all this dry sinking air that is in place. Let's see, might have been a shower around the region in southern New Jersey earlier this morning, but that's all gone now. And no, nothing, no sea breeze either, really. Doesn't look like there's one. Nope, no sea breeze. Decoded observations from New Jersey's network here, generally clear, a few clouds around 7,000, 8,000 feet. That's cumulus clouds dying off in the atmosphere this evening. Temperatures again in the low to mid 70s, and the dew points all in the 40s. A very comfortable air. Indeed, winds are out of the northwest at about 5 to 10 miles an hour. High pressure is in control. There's quite a lot of rain again across central and southern Florida. Friends from Port St. Lucie chimed in this afternoon, and indeed telling me that they got their swim in the pool before the showers and thunderstorms. High pressure ridge off the coast here of Bermuda and Bahamas, actually. Southwesterly flow, and a stalled out frontal boundary here, nearly stationary across the Gulf. And we do have tropical moisture too. We'll get into that in just a moment. As you can see, over the last 6 hours, that front has stalled out, and there has been a return flow and southwesterly winds. If we went into Doppler radar, we can see all of the rain now heading up and over the top here of Port St. Lucie. There's probably some lightning strikes out over the coastal waters. It's just some heavy downpours here. Yeah, and there's definitely some lightning strikes here here, there, and everywhere. Temperatures in Florida. Well, they're in the 70s. With that rain-cooled air, they were warmer this afternoon before the rain came in. Let's take off this, stop this, and any severe warnings here? No. And in central and southern Florida here, including the Keys, it does look like there's a flood watch in effect for this area because there's a lot of heavy rain falling across this area. Across the upper Midwest, there's heat advisories, and of course the big thing here is the excessive heat warnings and red flag warnings here in the desert Southwest. Of course, tomorrow, that's when CPC will be updating its forecast for, observations. The drought monitor, for example, which was updated. It's updated every Thursday. So let's get into real-time analysis here. Check out the continental United States. Look at these temperatures here in the desert Southwest and portions of the Baja and Mexico. Again, 100+ degrees. We did have many records here in this area. I want to jump into that right now. So far today, across the nation, we've had currently 70 stations that have broken. Let's check this out. 70 stations that have broken their daily record highs, 19 that are tying it, and 60 that are near it. And this is around the globe. So with the exception of this, all of these are approaching or breaking records here. And these are all-time records that, you know, have lasted 40, 50, 60, even 70 years. Crazy. Stepping back in time, this Wednesday afternoon, it started to heat up very rapidly here across the Central Plains, the Southern Plains, and especially the desert Southwest and into California, where by about 12 noon, 1 o'clock, it was already in the 100-degree range here, and it mid and upper 90s just about everywhere in the deeper reds here. And as we went through the afternoon, well, that's where we are right now. It's hot. Central Plains, all the way into Texas here. We've got temperatures right here in Nebraska. Actually, in Montana, not Montana, in the Central Plains here, temperatures, Oklahoma, and other areas here in the hundreds. The desert Southwest in the hundreds here as well. An incredible amount of heat. 24-hour continental change in temperatures. Yeah, it's gotten very hot here in southern and central Canada, all the way down through the Texas Arklatex area here. And look at all the heat that's been 24-hour temperature changes here on the West Coast, Washington, Oregon, California, Nevada, portions of the Baja here in Mexico. Crazy, right? I want to talk about some world extremes here in the last 3 hours. The temperature in Las Vegas, North Las Vegas Airport, has reached 116 degrees Fahrenheit. In the past 24 hours, it reached up to 120 in Palm Springs, California. Crazy. Past 72 hours, 136 degrees in Senegal here. And let's see, dew point maximum. 91.4 degrees here in North Dakota at Walhalla. Heat index, it makes it feel like it's 164 for a maximum here. 164 degrees Fahrenheit in Puerto Plata International in the Dominican Republic. These are current, as far as I understand. Crazy, right? Last reported a tornado or a funnel cloud here in Kansas City International Airport. That was on June 10th, so that's not current. Yeah, but, you know, temperatures here, these are current. Well, these are not, but the past 3 and 24 hours, these are definitely current. This is a quick animation over the last 24 hours from coolweather.com over the United States of America. Got some record lows early this morning here, and look at all of these here. Crazy. And by the end of this loop, there's still some stations that are tying records here in the X's. Most of the storm reports coming in are definitely for some very heavy waterspout here over Indian River, about northeast of Gifford in Florida. Train spotter here showing that reported a brief waterspout 1/4 mile offshore. That's interesting. Most of the others are thunderstorm wind damage. 39-mile-per-hour wind gust here. This is at Barefoot Bay. Also, you go down further here into Palm Beach, 43-mile-per-hour winds just 2 miles south of Jupiter. Thunderstorm wind damage there. At 313, elevation 8 feet above ground, or above sea level here. On the west coast here in Collier, Florida, thunderstorm at Oak Orange Tree. Again, Earth Network's Palmetto Ridge High School reported a gust of 43 miles an hour this afternoon. So most of these showers are just producing some heavy wind damage and some very heavy rainfall. We'll take a look at that in just a moment. And in the last 12 hours, let's get into Florida here. Yeah, in the last 6 hours, actually. Port St. Lucie, about 1.5 inches, 2 inches here at Orchard. So there's some very heavy rain here falling in Florida. Better than a half of an inch to 1.5 inches. In some cases, better than 2 inches of rain. I don't know about this one. This is 5.12 inches here in Cache, the Ross area here in the Everglades. It's possible. Back into the tropics here. Yes, National Hurricane Center in the Atlantic side here. We're still watching the Caribbean Sea and the Gulf of Mexico here. There are showers and thunderstorms over the Bay of Campeche, southern Mexico. Broad low pressure area. System will move little today and tonight, and little, if any, development expected during this time due to the interaction with land. However, the system could begin to move northward on Thursday tomorrow, and a tropical depression likely to form by late Thursday and or Friday. I do believe Air Force reconnaissance planes are going in there tomorrow. I think they're NOAA planes. Maybe they're they're either that or they're Air Force planes. The low moves across the western Gulf of Mexico. An Air Force, here it is, an Air Force Reserve Unit aircraft is scheduled to investigate that area tomorrow. Regardless of the development, heavy rainfall will continue over portions of Central America and southern Mexico during the next few days. Heavy rains should also begin to affect portions of the northern Gulf Coast on Friday. We're looking at formation chances in the next 48 hours about 70%, which is high, and over the next 5 days at 90%. That is high. And that's what's going on there. Let's see if I've missed anything here. No, Bill's gone. So let's look at the Eastern Pacific. And again, we have this disturbance here. A surface trough of low pressure producing a large area of organized showers and thunderstorms that extend several hundred miles south of the coast of southern Mexico. Environmental conditions appear to be conducive for this system to develop further. It's about a 60% chance in the next 48 hours and an 80% chance in the next 5 days. Heavy rains are likely over coastal sections of the Mexican states of Oaxaca, Guerrero. I can't pronounce this. I know my friend just came back tonight from Mexico. Colima and Jalisco, that is where he's from, Guadalajara, during the next few days, so which could cause life-threatening flash floods and mudslides. Interest in these areas should monitor the progress of the system through the weekend. It's going to be interesting. Central Pacific, there is nothing going on. Thank goodness. Back in with the Storm Prediction Center right now. It's just issued a few minutes ago. Areas across southern Florida, severe potential. A watch is unlikely. A damaging wind gust or two may occur with a convective line moving into South Florida. We've already seen this, and I've reported the damaging reports here. Fast-moving convective line extending from about 50 miles southwest of APF off the southeast Florida coast to about 40 miles northeast of MTH, 50 miles southwest of Miami, just off the far southern Florida coast. So, we're going to be watching this area very closely over the next couple of hours here. Let's get out of this and get back into this. And of course, this was issued 22 minutes ago too. And this is for severe potential watch unlikely again. Areas southwestern Minnesota into western Iowa. Possibility of a watch issuance is about 20%. Thunderstorms may gradually intensify as they move southeastward into western Iowa. Storms may pose a hail and damaging wind risk if intensification can occur, but a watch is not expected. So we're watching this area too. Back on the ranch here in New Jersey, the New York City metropolitan area, the Hudson River Valley area, northeastern Pennsylvania, the I-95 corridor here for tomorrow, Thursday. Temperatures again in the urban centers up around 70 or so, 80 or so, close to 80, just about everywhere. Beautiful weather. Temperatures really start to increase, and moisture too, on Friday. Back into the mid and upper 80s here. Mid 80s, actually, I should say, even to the coast. Things look good out on Long Island. Things really heat up on Saturday. They're in the upper 80s, possibly near 91 in a few spots here, especially in the Delaware River Valley area and the Washington, D.C. area. Temperatures on Sunday in the upper 80s, even to the coast, mid and upper 80s. It's Father's Day, and it's also the beginning of the solstice, our summer solstice, both occurring at the same time. Wow, beach is going to be packed, and I'll be here. I will be here on Sunday. You won't see me in video form that day. Temperatures on Monday in the upper 80s to lower 90s, again, away from the water. South Shore, North Shore of Long Island, the New York Harbor here, the back bays, and the coast. And finally, on Tuesday of next week, temperatures not that different. Basically in the mid and upper 80s across most of the region, excepting the shore points once again, but not too far off. And from the Climate Prediction Center, fresh off the press, the 6 to 10 day temperatures coming in this afternoon for Tuesday, the 22nd through Saturday, the 26th of June. Cooler than average weather here in the eastern United States. Yes. With a central portion over here over the Ohio and Tennessee River Valley area, warmer than normal in Florida, and also in portions of extreme northeastern New England. Very warm and hot weather here from Texas all the way through the northern plains here into Canada, and especially into the west and desert southwest. 8 to 14 day temperatures coming in today for the period the 24th through Wednesday the 30th. Well, it's going to get a little warmer here in New Jersey and the New England area, and still cool here across Michigan, all the way down through the Tennessee, Mississippi River Valley area, portions of the deep south here, and still quite warm across the Midwest. 6 to 10 day precipitation, very bone dry here, where we have a drought ongoing, and of course wetter than average by certain degrees here across the eastern United States into portions of New England. Not everyone's going to see extremely wet weather. We'll get into that in a moment. 8 to 14 from the 24th through the 30th. Wetter than average weather here, probably with troughs and cold fronts moving through. Still dry out here. It's the other thing I wanted to look at here. I wanted to get into the Weather Prediction Center. Rainfall, well, excessively so for today on Wednesday. Will that rain continue on Thursday, tomorrow, day 2? Doesn't show that here. I'd like to get into the 10-day period. 168 hours. A lot of Gulfport rain coming in with this tropical disturbance. If it gets named, it's going to be called Claudette. And over the next 72 hours, we're talking about very, very heavy rainfall here across the Gulf Coast states, Louisiana, Mississippi, Alabama. Yeah. And let's hone in on this right now. Let's go regional. Go into the southeastern United States. Over the next 72 hours, we're expecting through Saturday at 8 p.m. in the Gulfport regions here, better than 4 or 5 inches of rain. across portions of Louisiana. Baton Rouge, for example. Oh dear. Oh no. And over the next 168 hours, this is what it looks like. Pretty wet overall. Even Florida, for example. Over the next 72 hours, Florida looks pretty good. Not too bad. Over the next 48 hours, pull this up here, 48 hours. 48. Pull it up. Pull it up. 48 hours here. Yeah. You get the gist, though. Wanted to move into local sections, like the New Jersey, New York City, Philadelphia I-95 corridor over the next 10 days. It's not showing up. Here you go. Not a lot of rain here, but there will be discrete showers and thunderstorms that are capable of producing up to 3/4 to over an inch of rain over the next 10 days. Well, there was a problem earlier today with the European Model Guidance's data services. But now that they're back up and running and they fixed it, European Model Guidance. Here we go from this morning, and we're going to go out to about 234 hours or so. We can do this. There's not a lot going on, actually, with high pressure in control, as you can see. A few pop-up showers here as we get to Saturday afternoon with the frontal boundary moving through the region. That looks pretty weak, minor. And by the time we get into Sunday, nothing is going on. I mean, it's Father's Day, and it's also the first day of the summer solstice, summer 2021. More showers and maybe a thunderstorm or two on Monday. This is what we're interested in here. This is what happens with the stuff in the Gulf right now that could become Claudette. If it's named as the hurricane hunters move into that area, there could be a close proximity to some very heavy downpours here around Tom's River. But the European Model Guidance from this morning is keeping most of that off the shore as it brings the low off and away on Tuesday south of Long Island here and takes the precipitation out with it. But, you know, again, I don't see anything very famous here really happening. No. Taking a look at the NAM Model Guidance from, well, see if we can bump this up to 18Z this afternoon. I think we can. It's not anything that's going on here that's going to be very relevant in terms of precipitation through Thursday. You have to get into Friday here. And I don't see anything there until you get maybe towards Saturday. Friday afternoon, 10 p.m., 11 p.m., nothing. Looks good. And the Boat and Beach Report, yeah, from the National Weather Service for New York. Waters here and Long Island waters all the way out to the end of Long Island here. We're dealing with a moderate risk of rip currents, surf height around 3 feet. UVI index is going to be high over the next couple of days. Water temperatures in the mid-60s. New Jersey beaches. Let's check out Monmouth Beach, for example. Look at this. Sunny tomorrow, 78. Sunny and 80 on Friday. Maybe a shower or so, about 40% chance on Friday night. Then a chance of showers and thunderstorms, about 30% on Saturday. Not a washout. Saturday night looked good too. Early and then clear. Rip currents are low. UVI index is high. Water temperatures are in the mid-60s. Let's close this out. Let's move down here into around Tom's River. Seaside Heights, sunny tomorrow, temperature 75. Friday, sunny 76. This is not a great chance here, but Saturday 81 with the 30% chance of a shower or thunderstorm. Saturday night looks good. Again, water temperatures here in the mid-60s. UVI index is high. Rip current risk is low. So that's going to do it for tonight. We're going to be monitoring the showers and thunderstorms across Florida and also the heat over the desert Southwest and the upper Midwest into Canada as well over the next couple of days. But if you want really gorgeous weather here in the northern mid-Atlantic, you've got it. I'm meteorologist Robert Smith. You have a very pleasant Wednesday evening. We'll be back in video form tomorrow evening. And of course, updates will continue throughout the day tomorrow, beginning in the morning on Facebook, Twitter, and that's it on GardenStateWeather.com. I'm meteorologist Robert Smith.